Today we're going to be going over a couple cool things regarding what you need before your backpack. But Mike, I'm over here. Don't I need a backpack first? Yes, you need a backpack, but I don't believe you need it first. There are a couple key things I think you need to get before you get your backpack, and we're going to go over those right now, so stay tuned. Hey guys. Hey guys. Hey guys, my name is Mike Blanda. My name is Mike, I'm over here. Hello. Oh, hey guys, thanks for tuning in. My name is Mike Blanda with Yes We Can Outdoors. Okay guys, welcome back. So today we're gonna go over what I believe you need before you go ahead and buy your backpack. So there's three things that I think you need before you buy your backpack. Number one would be your shelter. Your shelter. Do you want a one person? Do you want a two person? Are you backpacking alone? Are you backpacking with a friend, a spouse, a loved one? Do you guys share a shelter? Are you guys gonna split the weight? It's up to you, right? Do you have a dog? Do you have an animal? Are you bringing a dog, a cat? Do you have a turtle? Do you have a tortoise? Do they go backpacking with you? Heck, do you have a kid? A ferret, a mule, a cow, geese, goose? What other animals would you be bringing? Maybe it's a luxury trip. We have a bunch of really nice things, or maybe it's a luxury backpacking trip. And you just want the extra room. There's no right or wrong at all. Bring what you want. That's what I always say. The other key component too is your sleeping bag. I personally use a down bag. I have the Cosmic Down 20 made by Kelty. I absolutely love this bag. I just got done from Joshua Tree. It was 28, 29 degrees, and this thing kept me warm. I don't want to go colder than that in that type of weather with this bag, but it did its job. They also, to increase your heat too, if you want to, you can also get a liner, different variables of liners. So we got our sleeping system, which consists of your bag and your pillow. The other key component of your sleeping system is your pad. Now, most of you are probably familiar with just a foam pad. Man, geez, this chair's sinking or I'm getting fat, one of the two. Let me adjust here, give me a second. Yep, sunk in the ground, of course. These are known to do that. Most people are pretty familiar with the pads, these foam pads. These are excellent, actually. They do produce some sort of heat resistance as well from the ground. Not much, but you can use them as multiple things. You can use them as a pad to sit on. You can use them to sleep on. If you're outdoors and you don't want to lay down in your tent, you want to take a nap, these things are really, really nice to just throw on the ground right here and lay down on and give you some nice, comfortable comfort without being poked and stuck and with rocks and stuff. So these are great. This is the Thermarest Z Lite. This has a R value of 1.7, so it does help you out with some insulation. And the R value is really important too when you're considering buying a sleeping pad. This Big Agnes Q-Core has an R value of 4.3, which lands in the 3-season backpacking. This Big Agnes Q-Core Deluxe is a 4.3 R value. And that's important to know when you're backpacking and staying warm as well. Let's see here. To get in perspective, here's my Nalgene bottle. Here's my pad. So you can see it's very similar to the size of that. This one comes in about 1 pound and 10 ounces. It does have a blow-up bag, but I don't bring it with me. I actually have a little pump that serves as a pump and a light to blow this up. But the great thing I love about this pad is I can use it in the summer, the spring, the fall. I even had it on my winter trip just recently, got down to 28, 29 degrees, and it kept me nice and cozy. So one way to help stay warm too is by taking your foam pad, you can lay this on the ground, and then on top of it, you would put your sleeping pad. And that would give you the extra warmth, and it actually helps from slipping. Because sometimes, even there's not gonna always be flat ground, So even if you're at a little bit of an angle, it helps out to have this on the ground to prohibit you from slipping a little bit too. And it produces a little bit more insulation, so you can keep your heat more insulated in your bag. This one's a little bit under 1 pound, 10 ounces. This has an R value of 3.3, slightly less than the Big Agnes. This one's actually pretty nice too for spring, maybe late spring, summer. It's a little bit lighter than the Big Agnes, but it's much thinner. This pad is about 1.5 inches thick, where the Big Agnes comes in at about 3.5. So you can see it's more than double the thickness. So you get that comfort as well with the Big Agnes. But again, it's a little bit lighter, it's a little bit bigger, as you can tell. But again, it depends on what you want. Some people don't mind wannabe, some people like firmness. Some people don't want to spend the extra money. Those are a couple of the things I would recommend before you buy your backpack. Again, so to recap, shelter number 1, get your shelter, figure out what you want to do, how you want to go backpacking. Number 2 is your sleeping system. Are you going to use a pad? Are you going to use a foam mat? And then lastly, how are you going to sleep? What kind of sleeping bag do you want to get? You definitely need a sleeping bag. So the size of these can determine the liter size of your pack. So maybe if you're a basic, and maybe you don't even use a shelter with a tent, maybe you are a hammock person and you go with the hammock system setup. Well, guess what? This pad isn't going to work for hammock system setup. This pad is not going to work for hammock system setup. So, you know, it's all relative to how you want to backpack and enjoy yourself. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in today. I appreciate you taking the time to listen to my channel today. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button, subscribe if you can. Hey, and if you're interested in any of these items, at the bottom of the description, I put a list of everything that I utilize. So take a look at that if you're interested in any of those items too. Otherwise, there's a lot of green out here. I'm gonna go take a look myself.